holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They're running it. Slam, slam, slam. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
First carry now for Justice Hill. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Ackerman. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Here we go. Nate, Reed. We own it.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go now. 3, 10, 1, 3. Mike, I got you. Let's go. Hey, we got 53. Mike, 53.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to John Ross. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Back to Mixon on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Yeah, here we go again. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Love. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Come on, set.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Charlie. 80 weapon. 80 weapon.
Switch.
Ready.
To throw again. Love into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Love. He sets to fire deep. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 40, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And we got Mike, number 53, Mike Fickle. Let's get it together, let's go. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Pick it up, pick it up.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the... That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're already looking up at a 16-0 deficit. Still plenty of time to go. First quarter. But work to be done as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hill. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Off the play fake. Love looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Switch.
Operating from the gun. Love. Found his target. It's Anderson. One heck of a 3rd down conversion. 33 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get the ball right here. Let's go. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Man, team, check 13. Ready, go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Justice Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
McManus's point after is good, and that trims the lead down to 9. So the lead is now dwindled to 9 as the kick here is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 1st down sack, 2nd down negative rushing play.
And I will guarantee you right now the head coach is weighing in on his headset to the offense coordinator, whether he thinks it's strategy or he thinks it's execution, because that's going to determine this next play call. Are you staying with what you're doing, or are you going in a different direction?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. High. 4, 10, 4.
They'll start the drive with Hill. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Love. And this one complete to Smith. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Come on, fellas.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Blue dot crooked. Blue dot crooked.
Junkie.
Alpha. Ready, go.
Looking to throw. Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Strip the ball. Dog. Check nickel. Hatch it.
See it.
Bang. Smoke. Bang. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Quit talking about it and bring it.
What happened?
Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. Fights through and now a crease. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark. Big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point forthcoming. And oh, it's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Go, go.
Back to throw here. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They're going to look to throw. They'll find Lindsey here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Go, go. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Watch twist.
Hey, lock it.
Shift.
Check 26. Ready, ready.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Phillip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point from McManus is good. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready,
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And to give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A third down gain of 19. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
Second and 13. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field, D. Kill.
Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So on now comes the Jets offense as they're going to go for two here. They'll try and run for it with Hill. And he is into the end zone. So they get two more on the board here just before halftime. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now it's Mixon running right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. Second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Nixon will try the right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll set up to throw. Going deep depth into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Look at me. Zipper.
Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Hard. Hard.
Watch the whip.
Rock it. Rock it.
Check, 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 check 43.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's complete to Fuller. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This quarterback now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over. And he's got his guys a first down.
6 guys. Go.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
55, Mike.
No getting on this defense. No getting. Hey, check 24. Blue draw Corkers.
Check, check, check. 36, 36.
Let's go.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
I'm on. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. 3 down.
My game.
You're not ready.
X3, 218, chopper.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. He's got daylight. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking on the midfield logo. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
Ready, 53 is mine. Check, 53 is mine. Rip right.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
My game, my game. I don't think you got it, son. Mike 8. Mike 8. Watch the run. Hey, exit. My game, my game. So we got man. Mike 8. Yo. Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Gonzalez. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Move. Alert. Now. Mike 8. Get that quarterback. Now.
He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
They can't stop.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Slam. Bravo. Yep. Mike 8.
2nd and long. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. 49 yards there, a big one. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
He'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Delta. Mike 20, Mike. Go. Pick me up. Here we go. Mike 20. Let's go, D. Hey, Mike 20. Man, go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after try forthcoming. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole...
And the pressure gets to him again. Carl Lawson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll set up a throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Jets on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is third and 17. And he's going to go down again. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Watch number 86. Watch 86. Yeah. You don't want none.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe try it, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gentlemen.